There was once a widow whose husband had unexpectedly died the year before. Left alone with her two sons, life was very difficult. One day, after her son came home from the shoemaker's, she found a miraculous religious tract from the Church of Latter-day Saints. She approached the shoemaker who had placed this tract in her shoe, full of curiosity, but little did she know that this interaction would change her life. He told her that, "If you will but listen, I can teach you the Lord's true plan of salvation for his children. I can teach you how to find happiness in this life and how to prepare for eternal joy in the years to come." And from that day forward, she decided to join the Church of Latter-day Saints as a Mormon. However, this story would have never been possible had it not been due to the key efforts of a man by the name of Joseph Smith, who led the way for many Mormons and the religious beliefs that they had. The Book of Mormon is a critical piece of literature in Mormon culture, fully translated into 82 languages worldwide. But it was first translated and published by Smith in 1830 over a 3-month period. The book told an important story to those in the colonies of staying on one's religious path. The story began with the lost tribes of Israel who discovered the New World a long time ago and were even rewarded by Jesus during his resurrection. But as time passed, the citizens strayed from the path that they were shown and were punished by God, making their skin dark and losing their memory of origin. The book describes how this was recorded on metal plates passed down and added by each generation. Early church records indicate that an angel appeared before young Smith, leading him to find these plates, which he then translated and published as a book, and it is known today. As America's ancient Hebrew culture was on the decline, Smith believed that this book could serve as the blueprint for the new holy community that was developing in the colonies. After being persecuted on multiple attempts for radical beliefs such as polygamy, rigid social structures, and intense secrecy, the Mormons attempted to establish their own city, known as New Jerusalem. Smith sent Oliver Cowdery, Parley P. Pratt, and many others westward to preach his teachings to the natives. They traveled hundreds of miles and preached to many tribes, only to be forced off by federal agents that made sure whites kept their distance from natives. In a revelation now known as the Doctrine and Covenants, given in June 1831, the Lord commanded Joseph Smith to travel to Missouri, saying, "The land which I will consecrate upon to my people, there is a site for the city of Zion that will be made known." This effort began in 1831 and continued for 20 long years.
The Mormons originally lived in Independence, Missouri, but then moved to Nauvoo, Illinois. Joseph Smith, leader of the Mormons, formed a colony which became an economically successful community. Joseph Smith was soon arrested for treason for allegedly conspiring with other nations to gather foreign support to form a new Mormon colony. An angry mob soon attacked the jail and broke Smith out, then shot and killed him. Brigham Young, Smith's successor, took 12,000 men and women to found Salt Lake City from Nauvoo, Illinois. Mormons were constantly moving because they were persecuted for their radical religious doctrines. Like other Christians, they believed that any normal person could become a saint because God was once a human in the form of Jesus. They believed in a strict social structure instead of individual liberty like all other Christians, though. They also emphasized in the structure of the family to the point where they were baptized in the name of their ancestors, and used genealogy to reunite present generations.